Hello, I am Ahmed Drabo, the project manager for our applied project. Our project, Tech Learn Hub, is an e-learning website. Today, I'll be presenting my key contributions during its development and execution. For the project scope, I identified the main problem of disorganized access to IT resources. I defined the goals, creating a user-friendly platform for all ages and provide a range of courses based on learning preferences. I also set the project limits, a 5000 BD budget, 2-month timeline, and a focus on course management and user login. Was responsible for recording and managing the minutes of meeting throughout the project, starting with this first one. In week 2, we had our first team meeting to kick off the project. We discussed the project idea and divided the initial tasks among the team members. Each member was assigned a role, and we planned our schedule. We also talked about the tools we will use for communication and development. This meeting helped us get started and move in the right direction. As with all meetings, I documented this session and led the recording of its key outcomes. During week 3, we began the prototyping phase. The objective of this stage was to design the initial layout and structure of the e-learning website. We discussed different tools and selected the most suitable prototyping platform based on team experience and project needs. Creating the prototype helped the team visualize the user interface and functionality, which made the development process smoother and more organized later on. Week 4, we officially started the system development. The prototype served as a roadmap for the actual implementation. Each team member was assigned a specific development task based on their role. We adopted an agile workflow, allowing us to build and test components iteratively. Our focus was on implementing core features like course browsing, user sign up, login, and backend control panels. Week 5 focused on budget alignment, project plan updates, progress review, and preparing for user acceptance testing. We ensured that the spending stayed within the 5000 BD limit. In addition, we started preparing for user acceptance testing to ensure that users would be satisfied with the functionality and interface. We also created the Rocky matrix to clearly define responsibilities and accountabilities for each team member during the final phases. As the meeting recorder, I made sure to capture the final decisions and updates before the project closure. In the final week, we concentrated on website security. We tested the system for vulnerabilities and ensured user data would be handled safely. Final updates were made to the site, including UI improvements and performance enhancements. Once everything was finalized, the website was officially deployed and made available online. Performance tests were conducted to confirm the system operated efficiently under real usage. In addition to managing the team, I contributed to the technical side by helping develop core features and supporting both internal and user acceptance testing. I documented progress, organized deliverables, and provided technical support to the team. I also assisted with deployment, verified live performance, and handled the project closure by finalizing tasks and submitting all documentation. I learned several important things. Communication is key, managing time and tasks is critical, and I had to adapt when things didn't go as planned. I also realized that being involved and listening to my team helped us work better together. This project was a valuable learning experience. We delivered a functional e-learning platform through teamwork and planning. Thank you, and feel free to send me your questions.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Ali, and I'm a cybersecurity student. In this presentation, I will be discussing my conclusion about the project, specifying and focusing on some stuff like risk log and work break structure. And my goal here is to highlight the impact of my work on the overall project outcome and how it supports the project objectives. So on this slide, I have something called risk log. Risk log is basically a tool used to track risks in projects, and it helps identify problems before they happen. So it allows us to plan solutions ahead of time. And how it works is that it lists problems or risks and creates action plans for each risk. And key elements to include are the risk description and its potential impact, and the action plan to manage it, and how severe it is, and the probability of occurrences it's gonna have. And in slide 3, we have work break structure. Work break structure, or WBS, is a tool used to divide a project into smaller or easier tasks. It covers the key stages of a project, like initiation, planning, execution, control, and closure. And in my part of the project, I helped with planning stage by breaking down the project into smaller tasks. This made it easier to assign work and track progress during the execution phase. And on slide 4, we have support and maintenance. Support and maintenance are really essential to keep the project running smoothly. This includes fixing issues, making updates, and ensuring everything works well after completion. We had to check a lot of stuff before just submitting the project, and some of them was actually fixing issues, and we had to make some changes, basically updates, and we made sure everything works well before submitting it. And this phase was worked on by me, Ali, and Mishal. I helped plan for the support phase by identifying potential problems and creating solutions for them, while also ensuring the project would be regularly checked and updated to stay functional over time. On slide 5, I have key learning outcomes. During this group project, I was able to apply what I've learned in class and solve problems we had in our project. I also worked on analyzing data and working together with my team and presenting our findings in a clear way. I also improved my project management skills, handling, planning, and execution. Overall, it was a really valuable experience that helped me grow both professionally and personally, and taught me the importance of learning from both success and setbacks. In conclusion, the tools and strategies we've discussed, including risk log, work break structure, support and maintenance, and performance monitoring, are essential to ensuring the success of the project by carefully managing risks, breaking down tasks, providing ongoing support, and monitoring progress. We can ensure the project achieves its goals efficiently and effectively. Thank you for your attention.
Hello, I'm Jafar Abdullah Ahmed, and I'll be walking you through my contribution to our group project, TechLearn Hub. In this presentation, I'll be covering the five main responsibilities I had in this project, with a focus on my primary role as the lead developer for the website's technical implementation, including code core functionalities and supporting backend integration. Though many other parts were done collaboratively, and that breakdown is detailed in our minutes of meeting documents. Starting with the project charter, this was one of the first things I worked on, and it basically acted like the backbone of our project. This outlined our project's scope, goals, key stakeholders, and constraints. Creating this helped align the team early on, especially around the idea of building an accessible e-learning platform within a tight 2 months timeline and a 5,000 BD budget. It gave the project structure from day one. The second responsibility I worked on is the project milestones, which broke down the project into weekly targets. This timeline helped us stay organized and on a track throughout each phase: research, design, development, testing, and final delivery. Planning these milestones upfront really made it easier to manage our time and spot potential delays. Third is the project plan. With a strict 5,000 BD limit, I took the lead in researching costs for hosting, development tools, and course content. After gathering the details, I worked closely with the team to decide where the money should go. We focused on getting the best value, making sure every dinar was spent wisely. This helped us stay within budget while still delivering a high quality platform. As the project evolved, we had to adapt, and that's where the change request process came in. I documented any significant changes like feature adjustments or timeline shifts and made sure that they were discussed and approved by the group before moving forward. This kept us flexible while still being in control. And finally, I was responsible for developing the critical path, which helped us identify the tasks that couldn't be delayed without impacting the entire project. Prioritizing these key steps helped us avoid wasting time and ensured that we met our final deadline. To wrap up, I would like to share some of the key learning outcomes from this experience. First of all, I learned a lot about project planning and time management, especially how to set clear milestones and stick to them. Working on the budget gave me real world insights into financial planning for the IT projects, and managing change requests taught me how to stay flexible without losing control of the scope. But the biggest takeaway was the importance of the teamwork. Everyone, Ahmed, Ali, Mishal, Muhammad, and I, brought different strengths to the table, and by working together and supporting each other, we were able to finish a complete functioning platform within the deadline. So yeah, that's my part in the Tech Learn Hub project. I'm proud of what we accomplished and learned in this valuable journey. Thanks for listening.
My name is Ali Muhammad Qurban, and I study cybersecurity at Bahrain Polytechnic. And my task for this project was to create and design the PowerPoint. So today I'm going to walk you through the key phases of our project and the associated risk, task, and issues. I'll be giving a quick 5-minute overview of both slides to keep things clear and concise. The first slide consists of phases of project. Our project is divided into 5 structured stages, each designed to ensure smooth progress from start to finish. The first one is the initial stage, which starts from 27 February till 6th of March. This phase focuses on gathering requirements, defining technical specs, and choosing the right vendors and tools. It sets the groundwork for the entire project. And the second one is the planning stage from 8th of March to 23rd of March 2025. So key activities included project kickoff, UI and UX design, wireframing, and designing user flow. Basically, this was the blueprinting phase of the project, which from my point of view is the most important phase. And the third one is the execution phase from 23rd of March to 14th April 2025. This is when the actual development happened, both front end and back end. It also included building courses, features, and implementing security measures. And the fourth one is the control phase from 15th April till 18th April. The focus here is on managing change, controlling scope, tracking progress, and ensuring quality. It's all about making sure we're staying on track and delivering what was planned. So number 5 and the last phase is the closure phase from 18th April to 22nd April. This phase wraps everything up: lesson learned, project report, final delivery, and closure. Moving on to the second slide, which consists of the risks and how we are planning to manage them. The first one is security vulnerabilities, and the owner for this part of the project is Mish'al. The solution is to inform stakeholders quickly and patch security weak points, and the status is not started. Target was 14th April, so this may be slightly overdue. So for the second one, regulation for online learning, the owner of this part of the project is Ahmed. So the action is to take early consultation with legal expert and regulatory bodies. Status is completed on 8th of March. It is a very good example of early risk management. And the third one is technical difficulties. And the owner for this part of the project is Muhammad. So the plan is to use failover systems and communicate timelines clearly to users. And the status is not started, with a target of 18th of April still in progress. And the fourth one is data loss or corruption. And the owner is Ja'far. So the prevention is to do automated backups and redundant cloud storage. And this is also not started, also due by 18th of April. So only one risk item has been fully completed. The other 3 are either pending or due now. So this is where we should focus our attention as we move into the final closure phase. So in conclusion, this timeline helps us to visualize our progress and the structure we followed. We're currently in the control and closure stages, and to ensure a successful wrap-up, it's important that we tackle the outstanding risks right away and support the owners responsible for them. And just to add, I created this PowerPoint myself to help summarize the project's workflow and risks clearly. So hopefully it makes everything easier to follow. And that was it for today. Thank you for listening, everyone, and thank you.
Hello, my name is Mishal Salim. I am a cybersecurity student, and today I'm going to present you a summary of my work in the applied project. So first we have a description of individual participation in the project. So first we have the RACI matrix. What is the RACI matrix? Is a planning of tasks of what and who will be responsible, accountable, consulted, and informed of the group members. So as we could see, an example of the showcase. So who are going to be responsible for the showcase prototype? Me and Ali, which are the members of the design department. So other members will be only consulted. So nobody will be accountable or informed in the showcase prototype design. And secondly, we have the project diary. So what is the project diary? Is a planning of multiple tasks and have put in a document to make sure everything is running smoothly. So as we could see in the first action that we have done is having a meeting, and this meeting have been due in the 1st of March. And who are the owners or responsible in this meeting? So in the meeting, everybody is responsible, everybody is accountable. And another example is the prototype, which is in the number 10. Creating the prototype. Who are responsible for creating a prototype is me and Ali, and is due on the 23rd of March. So this is just basically what is the project diary. Just when we have done a certain task, we put it in the project diary. Explanation of the main role and responsibilities. So I was assistant project manager. So when our project manager Ahmed is busy on a certain date, let's have an example. On Sunday, Ahmed is not there. He has an excuse. He is not answering his phone, or he's busy basically. So other members, they have a question or an inquiry about something, they come to me. So I make sure also everything is running smoothly, and also the tasks are done in the due dates that Ahmed have gave them and also gave me. So we have the key learning outcomes achieved through the project. So this is a quote about learning, basically. So what I have learned is the group project for me is better than working alone. So what I have learned through this project is basically when we think together, it's going to be better than one individual only thinking on a certain task. So probably most of our tasks are done in a group. So in a group, not an individual only one, but I would say more than one is working on a certain task. So me, I was kindly a project manager. I was an assistant. So if in the future I wanted to be project manager, I know which footsteps I must follow to be a project manager. I know the key terms. I know what to do, when to do, who are going to do. And thank you very much.